Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I did a lot of pulls this morning in regards to some people that were heavy on my mind when I woke up. And the thing is, if you have to get rid of certain family members, certain friends, and you got the red flags and the yellow flags, and you have all that information, but you choose not to cut these people off, you're only hurting yourself and you're only fucking up your blessings. So, excuse my French when I say this. I'm going to basically put this out there. I don't sugarcoat nothing for nobody. So, if you don't like the way I talk, then, oh well, it's on you. But I'd rather keep it real than keep sugarcoating stuff like we've been doing. So the thing is, you have to realize the people that it's friends around you, friends and family that's around you, that's basically clapping for you in front of your face, but they literally have watchdogs that are watching with your every movement. They have one of your close friends is literally going back to them, telling them what's going on, and you're trying to figure out why you're getting so much flack, or why it feels wanky, or why the energy feels off. That's why you have to realize, cut those people off. The people that you have in your mind to cut off, leave them where they at, because it's really going to stagnate your growth. It's not going to bring anything good to you. If anything, it's going to make everything kind of wonky. You're either going to be good sometimes and you're going to be bad sometimes. So that's the thing. Like, you just have to really learn how to channel that energy into the shit that you're doing. And when Source gives you that divine inclination that you have to cut this individual off, you definitely need to cut that individual off, or you're either going to be sitting there in a standstill with your blessings. You wondering why your ship's not coming in and why certain things ain't going well for you. That's why you're holding on to dead weight. It's a process of shedding. We're in wintertime right now, so basically you have dead skin. It's time to shed that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So just like everybody say, somebody's made in the winter, you got to do the same thing with your life, with your lifestyle, with the people that are around you who you hold near and dear to you. So with that being said, why are you still holding on to dead shit? Hello? You feel what I'm saying? Like, just stop. It's pointless. It's purposeless. And for a lot of other people, y'all are inquiring about love situations. You cannot inquire about a love situation with me in a reading unless you have done the work for yourself, and that means loving yourself completely to the point that you don't even see nobody else but you and the things that you want to do that's divinely guided by Source. You don't try to sit there and say, oh, I've done the work, I'm ready to be loved, I'm ready to be loved. Stop doing that. You're stupid. But nah, like, you really have to stop. Like, we're going into 2020, and the things and the energy that you are carrying from now on into the threshold of 2020, you're going to carry that shit for the next 12 fucking years. So you have to realize, stop carrying it, release the burden, and literally just do what's best for you. Do what's best for you in your mindset, because whatever works for you or has been working for you, continue to do it. Don't let nobody sidetrack you. Don't let nobody talk you into doing something differently than what you have been. Like, for months, I have been in a standstill because I can't do my job to my greatest ability. I can't do readings. Hey Nat. I can't do readings where I'm at because of religious factors. So therefore, I'm being put in a box. I don't like box thinking. I don't like boxed people. So my thing is, it's nothing against where I work at. However, we deal with those situations day in and day out with people that don't believe as you believe. However, if the way I'm believing is putting me in a positive frame of mind, is bringing others that has that same positive thinking to me and toward me, basically I'm aligned. And these people are really trying to get you to stay in the box while you're going in the flow of alignment. I'm not going backwards anymore. I'm not going sideways. You know what I'm saying? I'm going forward. So if I'm in alignment, that means everything that attached to me while I'm in alignment is going to be blessed right alongside with me. So just like I made the announcement that, you know, I got the email, I got the drop that we are going to China next year. My thing is, if I'm sitting here promoting all of this good stuff, being positive as positively as I can, because some days I'm in depressed mode. I can't lie. This morning I woke up literally depressed, but I couldn't understand why. And I have to understand, we just had an energy shift the day before yesterday. So that energy, that depression feeling is a feeling that I have to fight. And if somebody else is going through that same situation, you have to fight that depression feeling, because you have nothing to be depressed about. It's just a feeling and emotion that you have to shrug off and keep going back into your positivity. Don't get stuck in that emotional funk, because I'm telling you that emotional funk will take you downward into a downward spiral of depression, and your ass won't be able to come the fuck out, and you're going to try to kill yourself. Something detrimental has got to occur in order for you to stop being depressed. It's not the time. I understand we lost loved ones. Hell, I lost 14 people last year in less than a 2-month process. So you have to understand, I'm numb when it comes to people passing on me and leaving and, you know, just gone. I don't hold on to people. I cherish the memories. I hold on to the laughs and the fun times that we had. I do not hold on to that person, because one thing about me, once that person passes, you're literally holding that person to the point that they can't do their job in the afterlife. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I understand a lot of people don't think as I think, and it's fine. It's completely fine, but you have to really unlearn some of the shit that you were taught and relearn the things that's really going to grow you. Because honestly, I was in church all my life. Church never grew me. It grew me to want to be near people that kept fucking hurting me. So at the end of the day, once I detached myself from all of that, I started seeing my doors open up. I started seeing different things happen. So when I'm seeing things like that happen and I'm not in church, the one place where everybody tell you should be, you feel what I'm saying, to get your blessing, come on here. Come on in the church and get your blessing, girl. Come on. It's not tied to the church. It's not tied to the person in the pulpit. It's not tied to the choir that's singing that song that touches your heart and gets you in a shouting mode. You understand what I'm saying? It's not tied to none of that. It's all about your emotional well-being. It's about your positive energy. If you wake up with a positive mindset, you're going to end the day with a positive mindset. Now, mind you, you're going to have people that's going to challenge you all fucking day long. But please understand, stay positive. Keep fucking fighting. Because at the end of the day, we're warring against powers and principalities. Think about the people that you see in church. They're people of power. You can't touch them. You can't get nowhere near them without security being beside them. Now, first of all, I knew the Holy Spirit was always my security. So, why we got to go to church and we got people that is paying for security to guard them because they got wads of money in their pocket, but you got people that's in your church that are starving. You got people that's in your church that are homeless, have nowhere to go. You got people that's in your church that lost their cars, that lost their kids, and you're not putting any effort out there to help these people. That's the thing that I go against. And people can sit here and say, oh, you ain't religious, you ain't into religion. No, I'm not into religion, because religion is a ploy. It's a fake and it's a fucking tactic that really Europeans imposed on us. And it's sad. Because once I'm trying to wake my people up to the situation, because I got woke up by somebody and it hurt the fuck out of me. When you hear the truth, it's going to fucking hurt your feelings. It's going to make you mad because all these years somebody has lied to you. And it's perfectly fine. But you have to realize that at the end of the day, once you come up and wake into your senses and truly becoming who you are and be in a position where you're enlightened, you're inclined, you're fit, you're divinely infiltrated every day, you have no issues and no worries. Yes, shit is going to come your way because that's just the evil energy that other motherfuckers is throwing at you. You have to fight your subconscious every fucking day. You have to walk in that light. Just like how I'm literally sitting in front of my job with the light beaming directly in my face, you have to walk in the light. You can't sit there and go this way or go that way. You have to go directly into that light. You can't go elsewhere. You feel what I'm saying? It's been people that's been in relationships that they know damn well they should have got out of a long time ago. God gave you all these rams in the fucking bush. Your ass won't leave. You feel what I'm saying? God gave you all this stuff. Source gave you all this stuff. The creator, the divine, Allah, whatever you call him. I have no problem with any religious factors except when it comes down to Christianity, because that is something that was imposed on us as a people. So I'm going to tell you, the thing is, you have to get out of those relationships that don't mean you any good. Now, I understand, some of you are really in love with people, and I get it. I've been there too. Trust me, I've been there too. But don't be nobody's fucking fool trying to hold on to love, because that shit ain't gonna make you no better. You're gonna sit there and waste time, years, days, months, hours, minutes, seconds thinking about this person, and then when this person decides to leave you the fuck alone, you're gonna be sitting there trying to figure out who the fuck you are, and you don't even know who you are no more. You don't know what you like. You don't know what you dislike. You just know, all I know is this person. And it's people that are dealing with that constantly and consistently. People don't want to be alone. You feel what I'm saying? You have to leave situations alone that don't mean you no motherfucking good. Because at the end of the day, if you don't leave, you're going to be a prisoner of your own mentality, of your own mindset of that situation. And once you come out of that shit, all them doors are so beautiful. That big white light, them big gates. It's like you just walked into heaven on earth because you open that shit for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? It's not about being stuck. Stuck is a frame of mind. It's a nagging and consistent place that you don't need to be. And a lot of our people are stuck because they choose not to listen to certain things that are being said. Sometimes I get a message and I give it. You feel what I'm saying? But I give it to the people that's around me. I don't give it to Facebook, because I've learned sometimes giving things to Facebook will make you look like something that you don't want to be. So I digress back for a little bit. But now I'm back. So the thing is, be motivated. Be mindful. You have to understand, it's no coincidence. People will come around you spreading good news. You feel what I'm saying? Telling you some good things that eventually, you know, if you're woke enough, or if you stop taking the bull crap so much and you are empty, somebody can put one word in you and just pour into you. And that seed will grow. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if people tell you all you need is mustard seed faith, and the seed ain't nothing but this freaking big, why do you consistently want to put faith in the things that aren't growing you? Faith in things that won't make you see differently, that won't challenge your mentality. The thing is, if we are around people that consistently challenge our mentality and how we think, you're going to start thinking backwards and relearn the things that you should have always learned. Don't hold on to people that don't mean you no good. I'm telling you that now. You're going to stagnate yourself for 2020 for the next 12 years. Stop it. Stop it. If this is your wake-up call to leave that person alone, to leave them friends alone, you got people that's literally around you, your friends, your diehard road dog friends that's around you, that's literally going back telling somebody that don't fuck with you your business. And you wondering why your business is being out there, but it's not being perceived in a good way. That's why. You got people that wish for your downfall. I had people that wished for my downfall for years. I had people that I really respected to really try to tarnish my business because they didn't want me to glow up. They didn't want me to get to a position where I would be in a place to effectually give to people. I want to be that person that's going to lift you up. Like, while you're around me, I want you to feel nothing but positive vibes and nothing but positive energy, because that's who I am. That's what I'm supposed to be. And I take the good with the bad. It doesn't bother me. Now, at one point in time, it bothered the fuck out of me. But once you get to the point where stuff doesn't bother you and you can just deal with it without everybody having to hear about it, and then you tell a few people, like, yeah, I dealt with this and this is how I dealt with it. That's how you deal. That's how you cope. You feel what I'm saying? You don't sit there and let stuff stagnate you. Because if you let somebody stagnate you, they're going to stagnate you for the rest of your life if you keep letting them. It's just all about what you want. What do you want to do? Do you want to be happy or do you want to be miserable? Do you want to be miserable with somebody that possibly could give two shits about you? Or do you want to be with somebody that really actually loves you unconditionally? You feel what I'm saying? And the first step in finding somebody that really loves you is to fucking love yourself. You got to love yourself more than wanting to be with someone. And I had to realize that I don't want to be with anybody right now. Because I want to focus on loving me and the things that Dominique likes to do and the things that Dominique wants to do. And the things that gives Dominique pleasure, not sexual pleasure, not orgasmic pleasure, but pleasure beyond words. Because the fact that I can sit here and help other people while they're going through situations is all I ever wanted. That's all I was literally put here for. You feel what I'm saying? So if I could create that little glimmer of hope, that glimmer of light, I'm going to do it. But it's going to piss a lot of people off, because if they thinking they so righteous and holier than thou, they're going to look at you like you the enemy. Like you trying to come in and take their shine or take something that they work so hard for. No, I'm not coming in to take nothing. I'm only coming in to take what's mine, and that's my clientele that's coming to me. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you have to understand, I not only operate a business in the physical as a hairstylist, I operate a business that is also spiritual as well. Like, it's hard. It's really hard to try to separate those things and then bring them back together. But by the 14th, both of them will be brought back together. And it's sad to say it, like, I didn't want to leave Norfolk, but it is what it is. You know, I've been here too long. You know, I had been told to leave. You feel what I'm saying? But I had some hiccups come up. I had to do what I had to do. But Portsmouth is welcoming me with open arms. I'm ready for the change. I'm ready for the scenery. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just ready for a change. I'm ready for different. And I'm ready to usher in the same kind of love and affection and positivity that I want others to feel. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just, that's what it's about. Being cut from a different cloth. So, mind you, leave well enough alone. What doesn't suit you, leave it alone. What doesn't serve your highest good, leave it alone. Because at the end of the day, you only can be accountable for you. Not what so-and-so did, not what so-and-so said. Because at the end of the day, whatever anybody says about you, you can't allow that shit to trigger you to go back down. You just have to use that shit as fuel, put a battery in your back, and move the fuck on. That's it. Don't try to go back and forth with people. It's not even worth it. The best success and revenge that I've ever been able to do is to move in silence and to let people see my growth. I have other people telling people how much I've grown as an individual, from being so quiet and being the pop off to now being a person that is, I understand. You see how that sounds? See, what a person with an attitude, when they hear that I understand, they think your ass is crazy. They think something is wrong with you. They don't understand how you can sit there and be so calm and so condescending and say, I understand. I understand you perfectly. I heard you. I understand. Move in fucking silence. Stop letting everybody know your movements. It's time to stop writing the goals down that you want to do and just start doing them. Don't write them goals down no more, baby. You done wrote them goals down so much they are in 5 different notebooks. They are in 5 different notepads. They are in 7 different notebooks. You feel what I'm saying? Stop writing that shit down. Activate that shit. It's time. It's time. Like, I got so much shit up my sleeve for 2020. It's just, I'm excited. That's all I can say is I'm excited, because I know I can help another person. Just like I was in a situation, I can help somebody else get out of their situation. Now, I'm not opening up a homeless shelter. However, that's on my list. That's one of my lists. You feel what I'm saying? But I know I'm crazy. It's cool. But the thing is, I'm a good crazy. I'm a fanatic crazy. I'm so crazy, like, you could call me the female Gary V of the hair industry if you want. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to get here and put up no fluff. I'm not going to get up here and walk with my nose in the air with Gucci bags and Fendi bags and whatever to make people see that I got it going on for myself. Because at the end of the day, when you walk around with that shit, you look like you don't have shit going for yourself. I have realized I've seen people with no labels that are rich. I've seen people with labels look fucking poor. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've seen both ends of the spectrum. Shit, the CEO of the fucking hair cuttery walks around in a white, in a plain white button-up shirt and khakis. Some shit you can get from Walmart. You feel what I'm saying? $1 billion man walking around regular. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not ashamed to go shopping at fucking Walmart, okay? Walmart got some cute shit. I ain't snatching. I ain't gonna hold you. Walmart got some cute shit. And then you have to understand, you got Victoria's Secret. Quote me on this. Victoria's Secret is gonna go out of business. Forever 21 is gonna go out of business. I want to say before 2022. Yeah, you have to understand, these are multi-million-dollar businesses. What's wrong with us saying, as an individual, let me go ahead and buy some clothes off this and let me start selling clothes? It's another business. You consider yourself an entrepreneur. You stupid, Junior. I love you too, dang. But you got to understand, it's people that's been around me since I was in my heyday. Retarded as fuck. Still kind of crazy, kind of touched, but I'm touched in a good way. To see me now, I'm not trying to fight nobody. I'm not trying to curse nobody out. I'm not going to argue back and forth with you. Why? Because if I argue back and forth with you, I'm giving you my energy. You're trying to pull off me, and I can't have that. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm just going to remain quiet. I'm going to remain humble. Junior, we know you crazy. We know your bloodline crazy. You know, that's just that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to realize, inspire who you can inspire. It's been people that, you know, I haven't lost my mother, but my mother figure, my grandmother, is deceased. That's my mother. So when people lose family members, like around this time of the year, it's hard for me because my grandmother was buried years ago on the 4th of December. I had somebody else to pass a year later on the 4th of December. So it's like December is about a lot of shedding of people, like really just being okay with the fact that you have to let go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to, like, after my brother passed, I used to go see him like every week, every day, every week. And then it got to a point where I would just ride by and just blow him a kiss, and I just knew it was okay. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, let stuff go. Stop holding people with you because you feel the need that you're alone or you're lonely. Let some people go, and watch how much your burdens on your back just let go. Just get up off you like you had a whole goddamn massage. Let it go. Holding on to things, people, places, and things are not going to grow you. They're not going to effectively grow you, especially if they're not the people, places, and things that is part of your destiny. Gotta let it go. You know? You just gotta let it go. Like, I've understood so much about losing people that it takes me nothing to be able to say, I'm okay with the loss, but I didn't lose my mind. I'm okay with the loss of the person passing on, but I didn't lose me. I only gained I only lost a piece of my heart to that person, but I gained me. I still have me. I still have me and my daughter to look out for. I still have me and my close family members and friends to look out for. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got to realize family is just something you're born into. Loyalty, however, is something that Somebody has to demonstrate to you with character, with integrity. You feel what I'm saying? And if somebody isn't being loyal to you, somebody isn't being showing you that kind of integrity, if they're not showing you that warrior spirit, they gotta go. They gotta go. I done been through so fucking much. People around me don't understand it. They don't know. But they look at me like, damn, you stronger than me, because I couldn't have dealt with that. I heard that shit just the other day from my homegirl, from my sister. I'm sitting there like, bitch, I cry all the time. Like, how am I the strongest one? So it's like, I'm sensitive to certain people and what they've been through. You can be sensitive and empathetic, but don't be no fucking fool to the point that you play right into their damn hands, because narcissists is out here. Heavy. Real heavy. Stay away from them narcissistic ass people that'll sit there and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. They'll tell you all the things you want to hear, but then when it comes down to the actual getting dirty, they not there. You by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at some point in time, you have to realize, let that go. Let it go. You're holding on to stuff that ain't suiting you. You got to cut off the dead weight. I'm tell you like this. You cut off it. I'm gonna tell you like this. I had a client over the weekend. She's going through a lot of stuff. Health-wise, mentally-wise, physically-wise, emotionally. Once she stops holding on to certain people like her mother, other people, she'll start loving herself, and she'll start seeing who she really is. See, because I've had people that'll come sit in my chair and say their hair won't done right, but it was a self-esteem issue. And me as a stylist, I deal with people with self-esteem issues all the time. People that have lost their husband, they've lost children, they've lost family members, they've lost somebody really fucking close to them and detrimental, and then they lose a piece of themselves that they can't get back. It's my job to rebuild the part of you that's this small and turn it into something that's big and expand it, because that's you. That's who you are. People don't get that. People don't understand that humane side of being a spiritual being. People don't understand that. And when I say I'm a spiritual being, it's actually because we all are. I'm an indigo child. You got to understand that. And if you don't, research it. You might find something different about yourself that you never knew. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm not here to bash nobody when it comes to religion, because what you believe is what you believe. Who you believe is who you believe. However, how I believe and how things are excelling for me, and I didn't have to cut nobody. I didn't have to chop nobody at the ankles. I didn't have to chop nobody at the kneecaps. I didn't have to slander nobody. I didn't have to do none of that. It was just hard work and grind. And it's always been hard work and grind for the past 10 years. So at the end of the day, you know, my work speaks for itself. Now, mind you, the last 2 years, I've become who I was always meant to be. But if I was dumbing myself down with people, places, and things, how was I going to get to be where I'm at right now and have the mentality that I have right now? Had to cut people off. I became wiser once I cut people off. Like, I became more spiritually inclined once I cut people off. Like, it's people that literally, you can look at them and all of a sudden I get a download that'll tell me exactly what to say to you. I have people around me that know that about me. I just keep it to myself, because sometimes it's not the right place, it's not the right time, it's not the right individual. Sometimes I be shooting texts to people at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Just words of inspiration, words of encouragement. Nobody will know that, but I'm telling you, this is stuff that I do. This is stuff my grandmother used to do. She used to call people out the blue, call people. She had a call list every day. The people that she would call to check on. Close family and friends. Sometimes we got to get back into that and just to see how people is doing that. If you telling a person good news and they don't clap for you, they don't holler like you, they don't shout like you gotta let that person go. I'm gonna be honest. Like, my news wasn't received in the best of ways. It wasn't received at the time that I expected, but it was still received. And I received it with the utmost positive energy, because nobody that I really know around me is international. You feel what I'm saying? So for me to go from being a local hairstylist to being a international hairstylist, that puts me in a whole different realm. Not a whole different tax bracket, but a whole different realm and state of mind, to the point that now I have no choice but to elevate the way I am and who I'm supposed to be. Yeah, certain people can't go with you to the next level, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to be the type of person to be like, hey girl, how you doing down there? I'm not going to be doing that. I'll make a phone call and be like, you good? You all right? You need anything? That's it. That's the person I am. But I'm not going to rub stuff in nobody's face. The only thing I'm going to do is YouTube and vlog everything about how I went from being that fat country girl in Cumberland and Buckingham, Virginia, to being the fat country city grown girl where I'm at now, to going and excelling to a different place. Because people won't understand your process. People won't understand your growth because it's yours. But at the end of the day, long as you understand it, that's all that matters. I've had people that I had to let go because I didn't understand their process. I didn't understand their growth. But it's like the more and more things come to me, it's like, give them time, they'll come back around. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they have to understand who I am before they'll ever understand who they are first. And then maybe it'll come back to them. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to say all that to say this. I love you guys. Stay positive. Stay in tune. Stay tapped in, tuned in, turned on every freaking day. Increase your frequency. Don't listen to the radio. Don't listen to the TV. I'm telling you, it's a fucking trick. It's a fucking ploy. It's a trick. Don't do it. Listen to some frequency music. Listen to some frequency music that'll fix your heart, so you can get your heart and your throat chakra together, so you can be able to speak truth to people from your heart. You understand what I'm saying? Once you get that together, everything will be fine. But you can't sit there and depress yourself and degrade yourself into a state of mind that you no longer are at anymore. Okay? Love you guys. Be safe.